Hello, this is DJ Dollar Bill in the house at xradio.biz. You know who it is. xradio.biz, the #1 internet radio station in the entire world. You know who it is. It's DJ Dollar Bill. Here we are live in sunny, fabulous Las Vegas at 6210 Annie Oakley in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, and we are at the xradio.biz radio station, and our guest this morning here at xradio.biz is a world famous...
How you doing, folks? Packer Fever here at xradio.biz. What I'm here doing today is talking to them about their company, what they're doing for the future, how they're trying to get more people involved in social media, and all the cross-marketing that goes along with things like that. If you see right here, they've got their website, xradionetwork.com. Go on there and sign in, log up. You can add your own photos on it. It's kind of a hub spot for your Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, Foursquare, all kinds of things you can use through here, folks. Don't forget, social media is where it's at, and right here at xradionetwork.com, they've got the online radio stations you want to listen to, and they're getting you through the internet on their hub through xradionetwork.com.
And right now we have recording live in the studio. Thank you, Packer Fever, for that promo. Appreciate that. But recording right now live on the air is DJ Big Keith in the house. He's hard at it, working on his social networks. He's spinning live. He's on our chat room here at xradio.biz. These DJs, they are 24/7 here at xradio.biz. You know who it is. And again, we have the world famous
How you doing, folks?
Packer Fever. And while I have him, you know, on my radio show, I always do a little segment with Randy, and he's in Breckenridge and on the phone, and I'm here in the studio in Las Vegas on Saturday mornings, and he would always give me his outlook, his prediction, not only for his favorite team, the Green Bay Packers, but also the other teams that are out there, like the Oakland Raiders. Oh, speaking of Oakland Raiders.
Oh my goodness, where's Grease?
DJ Grease. Well, the Packers do play Oakland. Where do they play them, Randy?
This week, the Oakland Raiders travel to Green Bay, Wisconsin, the hallowed grounds of Lambeau Field. They come in with Carson Palmer at quarterback. Aaron Rodgers for Green Bay is still on fire. The Packers are way out in front in all kinds of categories. You can look him up. He's the leading quarterback in quarterback rating this season. Yards per pass, points per game, they're way out in front. The Oakland Raiders are going to come in this week. They're hot. They have some things to prove. They can still make it to the playoffs if they can get ahead of Denver here, and if Team Tebow starts losing. And after that whole game on Sunday comes down to who wants it most. Green Bay wants it. They're going to lock up. They locked up the division last week. This week they're going to lock up a home field advantage throughout the playoffs this week, so they got a lot riding on it. And frankly, folks, Oakland has a long way to go. But they've got a struggle between Denver, Kansas City, and Oakland to get that division. And frankly, who cares? Anyway, other than that, the Green Bay Packers are going to win that game. They have 3 of the next 4 games at home. Last 4 games, the only road games at Kansas City. I think that's another winner right there, folks.
And speaking of winners, they are on a little bit of a winning streak. Fever, and also, just so you know, Packer Fever also likes to be referred to as Fever.
Anyway, so the Packers have won 12 games in a row this season. That's 18 in a row dating back to last season when they went in a 6 games phenomenal stretch where they made it through the playoffs. 3 road games in the playoffs, and then also the Super Bowls on the road, of course. They're going back to the 2 games before that. So that's 6 games last season, 12 in a row this season. That's 18 in a row. It's the second longest winning streak in the NFL ever. They're right behind New England at 21, and there's a couple teams tied at 18. This week they'll become at 19 in a row all by themselves, and pretty soon they're going to surpass that 21 in a row as well.
Unbelievable. And you're planning that road trip to Kansas City, and I'll tell you, you watch those games, Randy, they're like the Packers. You know, a lot of green and gold in Lambeau, but there it's all red. Very, very rarely do I see opposing team fans as many as I do.
As you know, I like to go to football games. I like to go to road trips. I am trying to go to an NFL Packer game in every NFL stadium, and I have been to Kansas City once before, and it was fantastic. And I will tell you, folks, as far as fans go in the league, Kansas City is as nice as anybody. They are very nice to the opposing fans, just like in Green Bay, not like in Philadelphia or Oakland, where you might, you got to protect yourself when you go to some places. But I'm going back to Kansas City on the 18th of December. They're great fans, and considering how they're doing and what's going on in Kansas City right now, I have a feeling, just like in San Diego a few weeks ago when we were there, it's going to be a lot of gold going out through, a lot of green and yellow throughout that stadium. There's going to be a lot of red as well. I'm going with some Kansas City friends, but I'm telling you right now, folks, Green Bay is going to take over. They always do.
Awesome, awesome. And your prediction for the rest of the remaining season? Packer Fever. Because I want to say that you heard it first here at xradio.biz, the #1 internet radio station with the best sports, variety, comedy, and talk.
Know, I do like to take it one game at a time. That's what's important. This week we have Oakland, then we have Kansas City after that. However, I'm thinking the next couple of weeks we've got 4 games. Let me go take you through this, Bill. Here we go. You got CD Palmer. Look it up, folks. XMRadio.com, xradio.biz. Look it up, folks. CD Palmer, the proprietor right here. Now, our next 4 games, the last 4 games of the year. Green Bay plays in Green Bay against Oakland. And then they travel to Kansas City. And then the next 2 games are at home in Green Bay. Christmas night, the only game on Christmas Day this year is Christmas night. Green Bay hosts the Chicago Bears, the hated Bears. And then
the Bears.
And New Year's Day will be, Green Bay will be hosting the Detroit Lions, and Dominican Sue will be back in the game. And that's if he can stay out of any car accidents between now and then. And so 3 of the next 4 are at home. And again, this year, Green Bay will be the only team in history to have played on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's in the same season.
Unbelievable.
So
xradio.biz. Again, filming live here at xradio.biz, the #1 internet radio station in all the world. You know who it is.
Packer Fever
is in the house. And Randy, I want to thank you very much for making that trip all the way to Breckenridge, from Breckenridge, Colorado, to come down to Las Vegas for this interview today. Really appreciate it. You've been on the air.
We love Vegas. We love coming to Vegas. I'm here at least once a year. When the economy is a little bit stronger, I was here more than once a year, but we do love it here. I also live in heaven. I live in Breckenridge, Colorado, so between Breckenridge and Vegas, how much better does it get?
All right, and just to wrap it up, Randy, let's talk about social networking, how important it is. How can people get a hold of you? I mean, at xradio.biz, they can get a hold of you on the page.
I'm Packer Fever. I'm Packer Fever everywhere. PackerFever.com, Packer Fever on Facebook, Packer Fever on Twitter, except no imitations. There's some other similar ones out there. On Facebook, it's Packer Fever, one word, not GB, Packer Space Fever. I'm not the other guy out there. I am also the original Packer Fever, but I am Packer Fever. One word, folks. You'll find me everywhere. I will not get out of your face. I will be out there. I'm social media. I'm all over the world. I am international, folks. Packer Fever.
All right, and your ringtone is what?
Well, it's the Go Pack Go chant, of course.
It's the Go Pack Go. So let's do one chant for this coming Sunday's game. Da 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 da.
Go Pack Go. 12-0.
There you go. Going to another
Super Bowl now. Hold on now. One game at a time, my friends. I don't like to get too far in front. I don't want to hurt anything, but I understand what you're saying, Bill. We're always very optimistic. It's Super Bowl or bust every year. Right now, we still
I think we just experienced an earthquake. I'm not sure. When we said Super Bowl, repeat.
Careful
let's talk about three. Is it too early to talk about three-peat?
Yes.
Okay. We'll save that. We'll save that for another interview.
But however, I will tell you this: 2 in a row starts with 1 in a row. 3 in a row starts with 2 in a row. Okay.
Wow.
There we go.
You know who it is. It's DJ Dollar Bill in the house here at xradio.biz with the world famous
I want to point out this
Packer Fever.
They have at X Radio. You know they do know what they're talking about. Freakonomics. It's a great book. You should read that, Bill.
I will. Thank you. And have a great day and have a safe trip back.
Thank you.
You know who it is.
Always love Vegas.